The little girl just wanted to hug her mother, but her mother told her to get lost. She felt so wronged. Ever since her little brother was born, her mother's love for her had grown less and less. Looking at her brother, the more she thought about it, the angrier she became. She decided to punish him a little, but before she could do anything, her mother came downstairs, and at that very moment, the baby suddenly disappeared. The mother frantically asked the girl where her brother had gone. The girl said she didn't know, but her eyes unconsciously shifted toward the bottom of the sofa, and suddenly the sound of a child crying came from underneath. When the mother bent down to look, the little boy was crying under the sofa, but how could he have squeezed into such a tiny space? The woman quickly called her husband to move the sofa and rescue their son. Once the boy was safe, both parents gave the girl strange looks, but she appeared innocent, as if she too had no idea what had just happened. Then the woman prepared to bathe her son, but something strange happened again. When she went to fetch a towel, her son mysteriously vanished once more. The woman was terrified. The husband rushed into the girl's room, demanding to know where her brother was hidden, but she had been having a nightmare the whole time, completely unaware of what had happened. The whole family searched the house. The father especially checked under the sofa, but there was no sign of the boy. The girl was confused. Then she remembered the strange dream. In the dream, she had seen a few lonely fish. She thought if her brother went to play with the fish, then her parents would have more time to play with her. With that thought, she ran outside to check. Her father stopped her and demanded to know what was going on. She pointed toward the river. The father rushed over immediately. When he reached the frozen surface, he saw a small figure beneath the ice. The father collapsed in despair, punching the ice again and again with his fists, until he lay powerless on the frozen ground. When the mother found out, she was devastated. She climbed onto the railing wanting to go after her son, but she fell and became paralyzed from the waist down. The father realized that everything seemed connected to his daughter. He began to suspect she was not human, so he carried a hunting rifle and told her they were going to find her brother, but in truth he planned to kill her. They walked across the ice for a whole day and night, until they reached the end of the frozen river. There stood a forest, and there they encountered a strange little deer. The father raised his gun to shoot it, then suddenly turned the barrel toward his daughter. She was completely off guard, but after a long inner struggle, he could not bring himself to pull the trigger. He lowered the gun. The little deer in the distance seemed to understand. It happily ran away, while the girl had no idea that in the moment she felt joy for the deer. She had just narrowly escaped death.